Yeah, just proud of our team. Got Juju Stevens here to my left, Jacob Phillips to my right. Obviously, these guys were big tonight, but obviously do or die situation tonight for everybody involved, and we were able to get out of the gate early. Really proud of the way that we started. Gailey, he's tough. He was tough on us at our place earlier in the year. That first go round against him, we kind of played right into his hands. Some soft contact early. I thought our at-bats were much better tonight. Josh Tate, let it off with a single there. And we had some tough ABs. We're fortunate to get on the board early and then have the big inning. Obviously, Juju really sparked us at the plate. And then credit to Arkansas State. They battled back in it. Momentum kind of swung back their way, and that's where Philly came in and stepped up. Came in a big situation with the 2 strikeouts there, and put up zeros, and we were able to tack on some runs and extend the lead. And really proud to see him finish that off for us tonight.
And then, obvious question: 6 for 6. What are you seeing out there? What was in the pregame a little different?
I think we did a really good job of preparing, regardless of who's in, who's not. So just kind of like prayed and had a thought of, if I get an opportunity, I want to help these guys play another day. So I just did my part.
And then, for you, 5 2/3, a pretty much shutout. You gave up the 2 runs, but really kind of closed the door and sealed the deal. How were you feeling on the mound?
Pretty good. When obviously Juju, but all the other guys are swinging it well and having really tough ABs, and your team's fighting, it makes it a lot easier to go out there and knowing they're fighting for you and they have your back.
And then, Coach, playing with house money, you get 2 more games now, guaranteed. How does that feel, and does the message change at all?
Well, we did what we needed to do tonight, basically to put yourself in the double elimination tournament. So, we'll have a challenge tomorrow, Coastal Carolina, but where we want to be. We had some guys step up tonight, and in order to make a run, you're going to have different guys step up different days. And one thing I want to say about this guy, he started the season in the opening day lineup, struggled out of the gate a little bit this year, and I had a hard time getting back in there. Didn't play for a while, but if you're around him every day and see the attitude that he brings to the field every single day, he's been the same guy. And when you can do that, you feel like good things are going to eventually come around and happen. And he had an opportunity last weekend and played well up at Marshall, and I think got some confidence back, and led to some big things tonight. So I think that needs to be noted. A great example of a guy that's stayed with it this year, and it's good to see him step up and contribute in a big way tonight.
And then I'll follow that up with you. It's got to be a little self-gratifying to put in the work and know you deserve that chance, and then you make the most of your opportunity when the lights are the brightest. How does that feel?
Yeah, obviously it's nice to get hits and get in and everything, but it was never really kind of like about me. It was really just getting the team to get to the next day, and we have a really good next man up mentality, and that's Coach Hennon does a really good job of preaching that. So it's really easy to stay in the game all the time.
And then I guess a question for not only you but the staff as a whole. It looked like Arkansas State was having some success really early. What was kind of the communication going on? And because they looked off balance the rest of the game.
It never really changes. Really, it's just get ahead, execute, and just have confidence when you go out there and know you're the best person on the field. And I really think no matter what you have or who you are, if you go out there with enough confidence, you can kind of compete with anybody.
And then, Coach, kind of build off of that. You mentioned Coastal Carolina, but it's postseason. Rankings are done. Overall records done. Conference records done.
Hey, baseball, you got to focus on yourself, and that's going out and playing the game as well as you can play it. It starts on the mound, being able to execute your pitches, get ahead, play good sound defense behind your pitching staff, and just do the little things and just go play and compete one pitch at a time. You know, if you can take care of the little things in this game, then you put yourself in position where a lot of times it just comes down to getting that big 2-out hit in a big situation. You know, Sean Smith tonight, some big ABs for us. You know, the sack fly at a big moment, and then the double, you know, down the line. I think both those were with 2 strikes, and you know, really battling for us. So, you know, it's that kind of effort that you have to have every pitch in this tournament, and just take it one day at a time.